Hello, I'm playing something trippy here. Got the volume switched off. So, I used to want to be a stand-up comedian before the incident, blah blah. But I've got a routine that I wrote that I've been working on, so I'll try it out. So, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. I really, really appreciate it. Now, give yourself a huge, massive round of applause for coming out tonight. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, I could say I just made you all say that you were gay because you said you were coming out tonight. Yeah, but I'm not that kind of guy. Yeah, but I did, didn't I? Yeah, whatever. So what we're talking about. Oh yeah. First off, if I come across a little bit kind of meh, don't worry about it because I had this incident in the hospital, and now I'm no longer human. I'm actually a list of symptoms. It's like one of those late night commercials. You know what I mean? Because I've got symptoms that are including, but not limited to, a really messed up memory. And what's it? And I don't even smoke pot. I think that was that one. And also, um, I sometimes have a speech impediment where I can't even finish a sentence, and sometimes it's a ramble about nonsense, and I become very emotional and stuff like that, and I don't even drink. Another one is I'm making really, really, really stupid decisions recently, and I'm not even the president. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not into politics. I mean, what they're saying is the right wing and the left wing belong to the same bird. They're all just playing a game. But what's this guy doing? I mean, with it looks like he's trying to send us into a depression, the depression, right? I don't know about you, not with house prices, rent prices going up, food prices going up, um, wages being stagnant, and AI taking everyone's jobs, and human sacrifice, and cats and dogs living together, total mayhem. I think I'm kind of depressed enough right now. So what else was it? And really, I mean, thinking about the guy's over 67, right? Shouldn't he retire? Like the rest of us. Also, shouldn't they all retire actually? Because the only thing they're doing now is lining their own pockets, right? So let's do this. Let's kick them all out. Put them into like a state retirement home. See how long they last. Then rewrite the rules so they're easy for people to read. I get a set of core values and like have that kind of actually carved into a wall so it can't be changed. As I say, kick them all out and replace them with young people who've got what we think morals and some kind of direction, and basically have rules that are just basically take care of the world and have anti-human race. What do you think? Good idea. Okay, cool. No, enough of that. So what else is there? What happened to Snow White then? I mean, one minute she's all kind of lovey and happy and stuff. The next minute she's all kind of bitter and twisted. Weird, dude, man, weird. And I was talking with a friend of mine. She was saying that it sounds like she probably just lost her virginity to an arsehole. Either that, she says, or she might have just lost her arsehole's virginity. Poor girl. I hope she gets better. So what else is there? Me. Let's talk about me for a second, eh? Nothing against you, but I don't have a therapist, and at the moment, you are a captive audience. So what happened then? It was weird. I went to hospital for this thing called sepsis, right? It's like blood poisoning. You get it when you hang around with crack-smoking vampires. Now I looked it up, and treatment for sepsis is about 4 days or something. I was in hospital for 4.5 months. Yeah, I went in there with sepsis. I came out totally messed up. And like for one thing, I was in a wheelchair. And what else was? Oh yeah, they sent me home. It was the day after Thanksgiving, right? And I was so thankful. Because again, like now, I was like a new person. I'm sorry about this. I'm losing it. It's almost like Ubermensch, but less kind of super guy and more like I've forgotten what I was saying. Ubermensch. Oh yeah, there we go. I was like, I'm sorry about this. This is one of the things that I've got is I forget stuff. It's as if I'm like a computer that's the CPU's being overclocked and the RAM's full. That's what it's like. That's what it feels like. So let me get to this. So it was Nietzsche, wasn't it? So um, send me home the day after Thanksgiving, and I was so thankful. It's like I was a totally new person. It was almost like Ubermensch. There we go, but less Nietzsche, more kind of Wish.com. Like for one thing, I was now in a wheelchair. Anyone been in a wheelchair before? Because that is weird. Because you get the strangest of superpowers. Because as soon as you're in a wheelchair, everyone suddenly treats you like a moron. Now, another thing, being in a wheelchair, it's very hard to get dressed. So I bought some tracksuits online. Right, easy? Hell nah. No, I mean, dude, I ordered 3 tracksuits and they sent me 10. No returns. I asked for different colours. They sent everything in the same shade of grey. Now, I'm one of those kind of people that if life gives you lemons, what do? You make one of those special Kool-Aids, right? So I thought to myself, why not start a cult? Now, I was thinking, because I've got the tracksuit, so I've got the uniform up already. I just need the trainers, right? So I'm thinking, what can we call this cult? Now I was thinking, like, what about hobosters? Right? Something like, no, that was it. The Church of Metism. Sorry about that, because everything's kind of met right now, isn't it? It's weird. Honestly, because I went to Walmart, right? Walmart, of all places, to buy coffee. Folgers instant coffee is now $12 a jar. Are you freaking kidding me? For that price, I might as well start smoking meth. Oh, yeah, now I've got a meth problem. Man, what else is there? And so, what else was there? Bollocks, man. I've forgotten. And then there's the. So, what can we call our members? We can call them hobosters. There we go. It's like a hipster, but a little bit kind of more homeless looking. And I remember what I was going to say. I never got over COVID, and I'm not talking about that disease. You know, the disease that makes you cough and then kills you. It's very much like your grandparents when they were convinced smoking 60 cigarettes an hour is actually good for them. Now I'm talking about working from home, because working from home that's weird. It's like And did everyone get one of those days where you wake up and you think, why the hell am I even getting dressed? I mean, I'm working from home. No one can see me. I might as well be comfortable in my own house and just wear what I wear in bed, right? So, what else was there? Oh yeah, I'm exercising. I'm getting stronger, but my body, it's not what I want. I don't even like looking at the thing naked right now, which is exactly what the manager said on the Zoom call. Right, so now I'm unemployed. But I don't know, I'm the kind of guy that if life gives you lemons, what do? You start a Jonestown, right? So if anyone's got like a plot of land that they want to give, I can give you free coffee, folders, good stuff. So there we go. So we call them our the members of the cult, which you all are now, because this is a introduction. I forgot what the word is, ceremony. So but you got to provide your own tracksuit. So hobosters, okay, a little like so they're like hipsters, but a little bit more homeless looking. And we can, instead of drinking like IPA out of an old pickle jar, we can drink our own IPA out of Folgers containers, right? And then instead of drinking beer IPA, we can drink our own IPA, which is isopropyl alcohol. But no, don't do that. because it makes you throw up. Okay. No, not that I tried it. Because I don't have a drinking problem. No, I drink, get drunk, fall over, no problem. So that's that. So I'm done with that. What else is there? There's the Fight Club thing. I was thinking of making a Fight Club, but a little less violent. So instead of beating each other up, we can just run up to strangers and yell "boo." And they call it Fright Club, something like that. A little dad joke for you. What else? I think that's about it. I do have a close though. Now I have to give you a warning because this close is definitely not intended for people that do not like the word moist. In fact, usually when I finish, everyone is disgusted. But as I found out, that is exactly what happens when you sleep with people in wheelchairs. Okay, so that's my warning. So here's the bit. Very quick, 35 seconds, 40 seconds. Okay. I've got a friend. The friend's got a kid. Kid's about 4 years old. The friend's reading a book on how to bring children. It says in the book that toddlers may sometimes have temper tantrums. Worst thing you can do is cater to it, because then what happens is it engraves in the child, and later on in life they become weird. So the book says it doesn't matter if your kid is kicking, screaming, yelling, thrashing about. Best thing you can do is ignore them. And that, my friends, is exactly how my first child drowned. So there you go. That's my stand-up. I've never done that live. I just don't, as I say, I stumble and stuff like that. I don't have stage fright or anything like that. It's just that yeah, I'm going there just on the night. Like, no, I can't. I've got a bunch of stuff. I've got chronic pain syndrome, so I'm in pain all the time. I've got a fuzzy head, so I can't think straight. Sometimes I forget stuff. Ooh, and so just looking at the screen now, ooh, this is trippy, isn't it? And all that other stuff and blah blah blah. It's effing stupid. You know what I mean? Thank you, hospital. Anyway, that's it. I've got to do this now. It could be on a Vasa Malona and look at the sky more often. And you can go to the site as well. I think it has music. Let's just have a look. Copyright. Okay, there we go. So yeah, there you go. Trippy Everything. If you want to just like look stuff in the background, and there's not many ads on this as well. Anyway, that's me done. 12 minutes. That's short, actually. Okay, but don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, whatever, dude. What else is there? And I think it's about it, really, isn't it? I'm gonna try. I might try. I might open a new channel or do this one for a bit, and instead of doing this type of videos, actually look at million view videos and see how they do it. You know what I mean? And then and then copy it just for a while, just to see if it works. Because at the moment I've got like about 5 subscribers. And yeah, which I thank you, so I do appreciate it, I really do. But what is it? Why is that? Why is that there? Is this a camera? What's happening with the camera? Why is that? Sorry about this. Huh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, the camera's covered. Yeah, so I'm thinking of maybe doing that. But again, my head's messed up, so it's hard to concentrate and stuff. But yeah, I might even do that, mate. Look at a bunch of million videos, make notes. I know. Okay, so let's have a look here. First of all, you've got to have a thumbnail. Now, the thumbnail has to be vivid. Like Mr. Beast, he's always in there. He's always has like a plastic smile. And the reason he does that is because he says it gets more views when he looks like that. Other people do the old shocked face with a finger pointing at something that's weird, red arrows, that kind of stuff. So the whole thing is going to be a mock. It's going to be almost like an onion. It's going to be, it's going to look serious, but it's going to be just to see, just to follow how people do that. So that's me thumbnail, and then what I can do is because they want the Oh, if you want a thumbnail, you've got to give us your email and all that. Fuck that. Excuse my French, but still. Okay, so that's the thumbnail. Then the video, all these million thing videos, they do 3 to 5 second cuts. So that's something else they're gonna do. They also cut out any breath. So it would be, you know what I mean? There'd be no pauses, any kind of ers or ums or breaths or anything. So it's just a continual thing. Because if you have a breath like there, then some people can lose interest. And they go, okay, I'll go somewhere else. Whereas if all you was talking, you never have a break and it just keeps going like that, blah, blah, blah. Every time you need to breathe, you just cut it out. So it's something continuously. And then when you need to take a break, it's just like immediate. So it's immediate like this, and then you go like that, and then the next subject, and blah, blah, blah. And so if you do it like that, then it keeps, you're just like losing interest. And it suddenly comes back again. And so that's why it's commercials. Where if you look at television, it's usually 10 to 15 seconds. If you look at action movies, again, it goes up to 5 seconds during the action, but it's about 15 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds without action. And then, but these YouTube videos and other stuff, they want to grab you quickly, so it's like 3 to 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds. That's what else I'm going to do. Decent camera, decent microphone. I do. This camera on this is actually pretty good, so I'll probably use that. But I do have a Audio Technics 8020 something, so 8020 something, which is pretty good. So I'll use that. Need to have some kind of host. I do have Dr. Quinty, and now I've got his chair, so that's cool. So I've just got to get a backdrop and get that sorted out. So green screen, so you can have something going on in the background. One of two things: either like a video of something that I filmed in the back on the green screen, or a game playing thing, like somebody doing one of the jumping train things and stuff like that. So you got two things, so you could watch that as well as that. And then subject at the beginning, they always start with certain words like this. This man was walking down the street, and things like, would you believe that something? So I've got to make a list of catchwords when they come up, and then I'm going to do subjects. And I think what I'll do is go to like most viewed or most current or something. I think there's a list on YouTube that lets me do that, and look at what's kicking around, and then make a stupid video about it. Like for instance, the president today made satsumas illegal. And you know what I mean. So get your satsumas now, because next week satsumas will be pulled off all shelves. Something stupid like that, and just see what's current, and then put a comic twist on it and place it straight. So there you go, and then make them. I'm going to find out. I'm going to make a list of how long the videos are, because I think they're in the region of 3 minutes to 5 minutes, but for mid-roll ads, I think you minimum of 18 minutes if for the sake of still doing that. But see if I can make Quinty popular and stuff. So that's about it, really. Now up to 18 minutes, so there you go. I'll get my mid-roll ad, although I'm not sponsored, because FM, I don't want money off the bastards, because they are so cruel and nasty. They're messing around with real creators and giving the selfish nasties money. Look, there's certain people who cater to children, and the children are lapping it all up, and they're saying, buy my junk, and go to this website that's gambling, all this kind of crap. And they have no souls. It's all about money. And I've got nothing against money per se as a tool to work, but when you're obsessed with it, it makes you into a terrible person. Even in the Bible, I'm not religious. Money is the root of all evil. And I honestly think it's people who use money as a tool in a negative way. I think that's the root of all evil. But anyway, that's it. I'm done. Sorry about everything. Keep the world blah, and may your clouds be funny shapes that amuse you. Look at the sky more often.